Have you ever argued with someone online and realized that no matter how many facts, statistics, or logical proofs you present, they double down on their ignorance with absolute, unshakable confidence? In 1995, a man named Martha Wheeler robbed 2 banks in Pittsburgh in broad daylight, without wearing a mask. When the police arrested him later that night, he was genuinely shocked. He looked at the officers and said, "But I wore the juice." Wheeler honestly believed that rubbing lemon juice on his face would make him invisible to security cameras, because lemon juice can be used as invisible ink. This is not just a funny story. It was the catalyst for a groundbreaking psychological study into a terrifying reality of the human race. Fools never know they are fools. In fact, they believe they are the wisest minds in the room. Today, we look inside the mind of ultimate ignorance and unpack the psychology behind dangerous confidence. In 1999, psychologists David Dunning and Dunning-Kruger conducted a study that explained this phenomenon. They discovered a brutal paradox. The people with the lowest ability possess the highest confidence in their own skills. This became known as the Dunning-Kruger Effect. Why does this happen? To realize that you are bad at something, you actually need a certain level of knowledge. But because the incompetent person lacks that very knowledge, they cannot see their own mistakes. They are trapped in an infinite loop. They don't know what they don't know. As Charles Darwin famously wrote, "Ignorance more frequently begets confidence than does knowledge." To understand this mindset, behavioral scientists point to 3 core psychological traits. First, confirmation bias. These individuals only seek out information that confirms what they already believe. If they believe the Earth is flat, they will ignore 99% of scientific proof and hyper-focus on a single unverified post on social media. Second, the inability to tolerate ambiguity. Intelligent people understand that the world is complex. They use phrases like, "I'm not sure," or "it depends." But the fool sees the world only in black and white. They demand simple, extreme answers to deeply complex problems. And third, externalizing blame. When a wise person fails, they look inward. When a fool fails, they blame the weather, the economy, bad luck, or a secret conspiracy designed to hold them back. They are never the problem. But here is the most dangerous part. Extreme confidence is highly contagious. In an uncertain world, people crave certainty. When someone stands up and speaks with absolute conviction, even if they are completely wrong, the crowd is far more likely to follow them than a cautious scientist who speaks in hypotheses and data. Compounding this problem are modern social media algorithms. They do not care about truth, they care about engagement. And nothing drives engagement faster than the shocking, overly confident, and highly biased claims of a fool. The ancient philosopher Socrates famously said, "I know one thing, that I know nothing." The true journey of knowledge is not to become a know-it-all. It is to realize how small we are in front of the vast intelligence of the universe. The secret to avoiding this psychological trap is simple. Keep an open mind, question your own certainties, and most importantly, never be afraid to say, "I don't know, I need to learn more." Thank you for watching. If you found this analysis valuable, hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Have you met Martha Wheeler in your life? Until next time.